Hey guys, welcome to the weekly tarot forecast for the Numinous week beginning May the 19th. I'm Lindsay Mack, and the card that I've pulled for us this week is gloriously the Empress. So, I don't always pull cards like Empress for these pulls. And a lot of the time when I've pulled her, she's been in reverse. So this is just such a happy occasion. Not to kind of darken the mood, but it is true, even though Empress is a beautiful, beautiful card and arguably a really lovely positive energy, she can be tough. She can be tough because the Empress is really about kind of the hardest thing we do here on Earth, which is receiving. So the Empress is divine feminine, divine mother, yin energy, all about receiving. So even if you're somebody who doesn't necessarily want to be limited by the ideas of gender, man, woman, she really has nothing to do with that. She does and she doesn't. She has to do with something that includes gender but is much larger than gender, which is just this idea of Pachamama actually representing the Mother Earth. What does the Mother Earth do? The Mother Earth takes all, absorbs, right? And alchemizes, blossoms, grows from what she's given. But she has to receive. The earth has to receive seeds in order to make food. So there's a co-creation happening here. When we plant seeds in the mother, she grows food for us. So there's something really beautiful about that. I'm going to keep the medicine really kind of short and simple this week because the Empress sort of speaks for herself. When we're in the Empress energy, the energy of the Empress, I should say, we're being asked to look at our lives very critically with love, but very critically and very consciously around where we can be more open to receiving in order to grow something that we so desire. And again, receiving is just about the hardest thing on earth. It's the thing that we push away the most. We push away water and food, even when we have them in abundance, because we don't feel like eating or we don't like water. We push away love from good people because they're not exciting enough. We push away a lot of stuff, which is not to say, by the way, that I'm hating on anyone who feels that way. It's okay to feel that way. But it just speaks to this idea that receiving is extremely hard. Money, I mean, let's not even go into that. It can be very intense. Our job in the Empress is to look at where we're having a little bit of difficulty receiving in our life, even invisibly. Even if there are no beautiful packages of abundance coming your way that you can see. If you can look at where you might be open or not open to receiving even out of your sight, that's going to be really, really important, because the Empress is responsible for bringing to us things that we maybe can't see yet, but they're coming and they want to be dropped into us, and usually they're beautiful and welcome and quite lovely. So if you're in a great relationship with a great person, how often do you let them help you out? How often do you whatever. You can think about it any other way. How often are you able to receive from them? If you're not in a relationship, how are you receiving from yourself? Are you comfortable being by yourself? These are all things to think about. So whatever your thing is, quote unquote, you're being asked to look at it very directly and to see if you can't open up a bit more to receive a bit more. Why? Because you deserve it. Because you're a divine child of God. Because every single one of us come here with a birthright of deservability. That receiving is a part of our birthright. And also, again, one of the most important lessons we'll ever learn here. So be very clear with yourself. It has nothing to do with whether or not you, quote, deserve it or not. You were born deserving it. Really look around. Check out where you might be hanging on to that limiting belief in your life, and see if this week you can't step into a bit more willingness to let it go in service for embodying that deservability. and then see what comes in from there. I wish you a beautiful week. Be well, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.